Greetings wizards, today we're venturing beyond the familiar lands of Skyrim to explore something with incredible potential. Dragon's Dogma 2. This epic RPG from Capcom arrives on March the 22nd, and most of you wizards made it clear in my poll that you're just as excited as I am, so let's dive right in. Now for those who might be unfamiliar, Dragon's Dogma 2 is this massive action RPG with a huge fantasy world waiting to be explored. Think of it as Skyrim's slightly wilder cousin, the one who's always climbing on stuff and getting into epic scraps with monsters. The original was released only just a couple of months after our beloved Skyrim took the world by storm, and now just over a decade later, the sequel is about to drop, and it looks incredible. So what's it about? Well, like Skyrim, you begin your journey with a jolt. You're the Arisen, a legendary warrior destined for greatness, but your heart gets ripped out by a mighty dragon. This grants you immortality, and naturally, this sets you on a path of destiny, a quest to face that dragon and reclaim what's yours. Like Skyrim, Dragon's Dogma 2 promises a vast open world brimming with adventure. Every path seems to hold a new secret, a hidden ruin, or a monstrous threat. And that's where things get really interesting, especially for us Skyrim adventurers, because from what we've seen in trailers and previews, Dragon's Dogma 2 isn't about a map full of quest markers to check off. Sure, there'll be quests and storylines to uncover, but the world itself is designed to lure you off the beaten track. And Capcom, those sneaky devs, know how to make exploration rewarding, and by limiting fast travel, they're making sure we get lost in the best way possible. At first, I was a bit skeptical about this, just like with Skyrim survival mode when it did the same thing, but now I'm kind of warming up to the idea, because thinking back to those first days in Skyrim, before you knew the lay of the land, that sense of discovery was half the fun, and stumbling onto secrets and new locations definitely beats another round of loading screens, like in some other space RPGs I could name. Anyway, Hideaki Itsuno, the game's director, gets it and says, just give it a try. Travel is boring? That's not true. It's only an issue because your game is boring. All you have to do is make travel fun. That's why you place things in the right location for players to discover, or come up with enemy appearance methods that create different experiences each time, or force players into blind situations where they don't know whether it's safe or not 10 meters in front of them. And that lack of safety leads me on to the bosses. These battles will push you to your limits, demanding strategy, reflexes, and a hearty adventurous spirit. But just like any hero, you can't face these challenges without proper sustenance, and that's where HelloFresh comes in. Imagine crafting a pre-battle feast fit for a champion. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, delivers fresh ingredients and battle-tested recipes directly to your door, saving you from tiresome journeys to the market and indecisive meal planning. Even a novice cook like myself could wield their simple instructions and conquer the kitchen in lockdown's darkest hour. But what's more is that HelloFresh saves you precious gold too, so no more overspending on overpriced tavern meals or wasting ingredients on failed culinary attempts. And the best part, every box comes with a sweet reward, a free dessert, because every hero deserves a little indulgence after a hard-fought victory. So as you prepare for your epic battles in Dragon's Dogma 2, don't let hunger be your enemy. Let HelloFresh be your reliable ally, so you can focus on the challenges that truly matter. Click the link in the description or use my code to get 16 free meals, plus dessert for life, while your subscription is active. Speaking of epic battles, Skyrim had legendary dragon fights that took your breath away. Well, 12 years ago. What if you could ditch the arrows and actually climb all over a colossal dragon, like a living mountain? These are the kind of crazy encounters you'll have in Dragon's Dogma 2, and one fight I'm especially looking forward to is facing Talos. No, not the Divine Nord hero from Skyrim, this one. This Talos is a towering bronze giant who dwarfs even the largest castle. You've got to grapple onto this behemoth and scramble to reach those crystal weak points while he tries to shake you off like a flea. It's gonna be a fight unlike anything we've experienced in Skyrim, but Talos is just a taste of what dangers lurk ahead, as there are massive cyclopses, fire-breathing drakes, creepy spectral knights, and much more. But to conquer these beasts, you'll need the perfect build for your Arisen, and that starts by creating your character. Dragon's Dogma 2, like Skyrim, gives you the power to craft a truly unique hero, and the fun doesn't have to wait as you can start building your Arisen and Main Pawn right now, using the standalone character creator on Steam. That way, when the full game drops, you can dive straight into the action with your custom creations. But unlike Skyrim, Dragon's Dogma 2 offers a robust character creator that is truly incredible. You can sculpt just about every aspect of their appearance, from the subtlest wrinkle to selecting hairstyles and body types. And already, players have pushed the boundaries, crafting photorealistic characters that range from the iconic Geralt of Rivia to, well, Winnie the Pooh, from the Oscar-winning Leonardo DiCaprio to the mighty Thanos himself. Even Bethesda fans will find familiar faces, like the infamous Adoring Fan and Khajiit lookalikes. So if you can imagine it, you can more than likely craft it, which makes this creator probably the best one I've ever used. And you don't have to feel pressure to start from scratch either, as just like Skyrim, the character creator also offers a variety of presets to help get you going. In addition to that, there's even a pawn recruitment system that lets you seek out pawns created by other players. So Gandalf the Grey fans should be able to find the wise old wizard to join their party. And keep your eyes peeled in my upcoming Dragon's Dogma 2 adventures, for you might just see a familiar spellcaster. Once you've sculpted your Arisen and crafted your pawns, the Path of Destiny splits open with 4 distinct vocations. Think of these like Skyrim skill trees, but with more immediate specialization. First, the Fighter. These are masters of the sword and shield, ready to hold the front line and deliver crushing blows while weathering enemy attacks. So if you like the feeling of a sturdy, shield-wielding warrior in Skyrim, the Fighter fills a similar niche. Next, we have the Keen-Eyed Archer. These masters of the bow exploit enemy weak points from afar with pinpoint strikes. So if you love the Stealth Archer from Skyrim, which I'm sure we all do, get ready for even more satisfying skill shots and tactical positioning. Third, we have the Mage. Imagine Skyrim spellcasting, but with a serious injection of speed and visual spectacle. As the Mage, you can unleash devastating spells and buff your allies with potent enchantments, making you feel like a true master of the arcane. Finally, there's the Elusive Thief. So basically Skyrim's thieves, but with a dose of acrobatics and lightning fast strikes. They're all about finding an opening and exploiting it with a dazzling flurry of daggers. But as a wizard myself, I'm naturally drawn to the Mage. But the beauty of it is that I won't have to stick to just one path. You see, as you progress, you'll unlock more advanced hybrid vocations for your Arisen, offering incredible possibilities. Imagine a magic archer infusing arrows with magic, or a mystic spear hand combining acrobatic melee attacks and devastating spells. The choices are staggering, and with even more hybrid vocations available, I could dedicate a whole video to this topic. So if you'd like a full breakdown of the vocations, let me know in the comments. But it's also important to note that you can freely change your Arisen's vocation whenever you like, experimenting with different styles without needing to start over, which is a major upgrade from Skyrim, where switching playstyles usually meant a whole new character. Pawns, on the other hand, have some more restrictions and only have access to the original 4 vocations, but you can change their path later on as well. Each vocation also comes with unique weapon skills, core skills, and augments, which are like passive buffs that you can unlock as you gain experience within that class. Some augments can even be shared across vocations, so it's safe to say that our builds will have some amazing potential, as there are many different playstyle options to choose from. And if you love that skill customization in Skyrim, then you're going to get addicted to the build system in Dragon's Dogma 2. Now let's dive into the combat. While Dragon's Dogma 2 seems to embrace a faster, more action-packed style, Skyrim players will find some familiar ground. Both games throw you headfirst into battle, swinging swords and casting spells against fearsome creatures. So you'll see similar systems like blocking, dodging, and unleashing powerful skills. But here's where Dragon's Dogma 2 raises the stakes, as managing your stamina becomes crucial to victory, because wildly swinging or spamming abilities will drain your stamina very quickly. And unlike Skyrim, where you might block your way through a fight or whirlwind sprint your ass out of danger, getting caught without the energy to dodge or block unlock in Dragon's Dogma 2 can be deadly. So we'll need to adapt our Skyrim instincts for a faster, more punishing combat experience, as it's all about calculated strikes, well-timed dodges, and unleashing your fury at the right moment. But the biggest game changer for me when it comes to combat has to be verticality. Unlike Skyrim's primarily ground-based battles, Dragon's Dogma 2 lets you literally grapple and climb massive creatures, opening up a whole new dimension of offensive options and strategic takedowns. And while Skyrim's magic often felt like a separate system, Dragon's Dogma 2 blends skills and spells seamlessly. Think less select spell, cast, wait, and more combo fiery eruption into a leaping sword strike. But remember, in Dragon's Dogma 2 you're not alone, and your AI pawns are more than just pretty faces. Forge a squad with specialized roles and each member can bolster the other. No shock here, but I'm personally leaning towards a destructive mage like myself, a dedicated healer, an archer for support, and a warrior for the front line. Together we'll be unstoppable. So if you love the thrill of exploring Skyrim, the epic boss fights, and the freedom to shape your hero, Dragon's Dogma 2 deserves your attention. Capcom is clearly learning from its past success while pushing the boundaries of what an action RPG can be, and I'm super excited for it. I just hope Dragon's Dogma 2 lives up to its incredible potential when it launches on March the 22nd. In the meantime, check out the standalone character creator on Steam to start building your Arisen and Main Pawn. And if this has piqued your interest, let me know in the comments, and consider subscribing so we can embark into this new world together. For this has been the Welsh Wizard, and I shall see you all in the next one.